For decades, the world has asked the same question about American football and why it has not dominated globally. The United States has been called a sleeping giant of football, but the giant is finally waking up now. The 2026 World Cup is the moment when America will prove it is a real football nation. This is the story of how the United States transformed from a football outsider to a true football powerhouse. The journey has been long and difficult, but the destination is finally within reach for American football. American football has always been popular, but it has never reached the heights of other major sports. Baseball, basketball, and American football have dominated the sports landscape for generations in America. But something changed in the 1990s, when the United States hosted the World Cup in 1994. That tournament was a turning point for American football, and it planted seeds for future growth. The 1994 World Cup was the most successful tournament in history at that time. Over 3.5 million fans attended matches across 9 American host cities and stadiums. The tournament proved that Americans could embrace football and create incredible atmospheres for matches. After 1994, the momentum slowed and football struggled to maintain its popularity. Major League Soccer was launched in 1996 to build a professional football culture in America. The early years of MLS were difficult with small crowds and financial struggles for many clubs. But the league persisted and slowly built a foundation for football to grow across the country. The arrival of David Beckham in 2007 was a massive moment for American football. Beckham brought global attention to MLS and inspired a generation of young American players to dream. The league expanded steadily and new teams were added in cities with passionate football communities. Seattle, Portland, and Portland became hotbeds of football culture with incredible supporter groups and atmospheres. The Seattle Sounders consistently drew over 40,000 fans per match, which was unprecedented in MLS. American football was growing, but it still lacked the grassroots culture found in Europe and South America. Youth soccer participation in America has always been high, but retention rates were historically very low. Children played soccer, but many abandoned the sport as they grew older and pursued other activities. The lack of a clear pathway to professional football meant that young talent often went undeveloped. But the system has changed dramatically, and now there is a clear development pathway for young players. MLS academies have been established at every club to identify and develop young American talent. These academies provide professional coaching and competition for the best young players in the country. The United States has also invested heavily in youth national teams and development programs for talent. The U.S. Soccer Federation has created a comprehensive player development system from youth to professional. This system is finally producing a generation of talented American players who can compete globally. Christian Pulisic emerged as the first American superstar to play for a top European club successfully. Pulisic joined Borussia Dortmund and then Chelsea, and he proved that Americans can play at the highest level. His success inspired millions of young American players who now believe they can achieve their dreams. Gio Reyna followed in Pulisic's footsteps, and he became another young American star in European football. Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, and Yunus Musa have all established themselves in top European leagues. These players represent the new generation of American footballers who are competing at the elite level. The American national team has improved dramatically, and they are no longer an easy opponent for anyone. The USMNT reached the knockout stages of the World Cup in 2014 and impressed the world. They failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup, which was a devastating moment for American football. That failure was a wake-up call, and it forced the federation to completely reevaluate their development system. The response was swift and comprehensive, and the entire American football system was overhauled and improved. New coaches were hired and new philosophies were implemented throughout the development system and program. The USMNT qualified for the 2022 World Cup, and they performed admirably against top opposition. They drew with England and reached the knockout stages, which showed real progress for the national team. The team is now packed with young, talented players who are playing at the highest level in Europe. The average age of the USMNT is extremely young, and they are only going to improve in the future. The 2026 World Cup on home soil will be the ultimate test for this talented young American team. The tournament will be hosted across 11 American cities, and the support will be absolutely incredible. The American fans are more passionate than ever, and they will create an electric atmosphere for every match. Football culture in America has evolved, and supporters are now as passionate as any in the world. The supporter groups in MLS are organized and vocal, and they bring European-style passion to American matches. Timbers Army in Portland and Emerald City supporters in Seattle are famous for their incredible atmosphere. These groups have shown that Americans can create football culture that rivals the best in the world. The American football landscape has changed dramatically, and the growth is visible in every aspect of the sport. More Americans are watching football on television, and ratings for the Premier League have increased significantly. The World Cup broadcasts in America consistently draw massive audiences and reach millions of households. Football is no longer a niche sport in America, and it is now part of the mainstream sports conversation. The sport has gained respect from the American sports media, and it is no longer dismissed as irrelevant. Major networks now show football regularly, and the coverage is more professional and extensive than ever before. The growth of football in America is also being driven by the Hispanic community with a deep love for the sport. Hispanic Americans have always been passionate about football, and they are a growing and influential demographic. The influence of Latin American culture has made football more visible and accepted across the United States. Mexican clubs draw huge crowds in American cities, and the rivalry with Mexico is incredibly intense. The American soccer fan base is now diverse and includes people from all backgrounds and communities. Women's football has also been a massive success story in America, and it has inspired millions of people. The United States women's national team is the most successful in history, and they are global icons. The women's team has won 4 World Cups, and they have captivated the entire nation with their success. Their victories have inspired countless young girls to play football and pursue their dreams in the sport. The USMNT has also been pioneers in the fight for equality, and they have changed the game forever. The success of women's football has helped to normalize football as a major sport throughout the country. American football culture has also been influenced by the arrival of global superstars to MLS. Players like Lionel Messi have joined MLS, and they have brought even more attention to the league. Messi's arrival in Miami has been a game-changer for football popularity across the entire United States. The eyes of the football world are now on America, and the World Cup will showcase this incredible growth. The 2026 World Cup will be the largest sporting event in American history with millions attending. The tournament will provide a platform for American football to reach even greater heights of popularity. Hosting the World Cup is a chance for America to show the world how far football has come in the country. The American public is excited, and they are ready to embrace the World Cup with open arms and passion. The tournament will leave a lasting legacy for football development and infrastructure across the United States. New stadiums have been built, and existing ones have been renovated to meet the highest international standards. These stadiums will continue to host matches and events long after the World Cup has concluded and finished. The investment in football infrastructure will benefit the sport for generations to come and beyond. The World Cup will also inspire the next generation of American football players and fans to dream. Millions of American children will watch the World Cup, and they will want to be like their heroes on the pitch. The tournament will create memories that will last a lifetime, and it will unite the nation through football. Football has the power to bring people together, and the World Cup will showcase that power in America. The United States is a nation of immigrants, and football is the global language that connects everyone together. The diversity of America will be on full display during the World Cup, and it will celebrate the beautiful game. The tournament will also provide an economic boost to host cities and communities across the country. World Cup visitors will spend billions of dollars, and they will create jobs and opportunities for Americans. The legacy of the World Cup will be felt in every host city, and the impact will be truly transformative. The American football community is ready, and they are determined to make the World Cup an incredible event. The support from fans will be enormous, and the players will feed off that energy and perform their best. The USMNT has a golden generation of talent, and they are ready to compete against the best in the world. The American team will be led by Christian Pulisic and a core of talented players who are hitting their prime. The team has depth and quality, and they will be confident of progressing deep into the tournament. The United States has never won a World Cup, but the dream is alive for this generation of American players. The pressure of playing at home will be immense, but the players will be determined to rise to the occasion. The American fans will be loud and proud, and they will create an intimidating atmosphere for visiting teams. The World Cup is the pinnacle of football, and America is finally ready to be a true football nation. The sleeping giant has awakened, and the world will see a different America at the 2026 World Cup. The journey to this moment has been long, but the destination is finally within sight for American football. From the 1994 World Cup to 2026, the growth has been remarkable and sustained. The challenges have been many, but the American football community has overcome every obstacle in their path. The passion for football in America is now undeniable, and it is growing stronger with each passing year. The 2026 World Cup will be the moment when America finally proves it is a real football nation. The world will see American fans celebrating in the streets, and the atmosphere will be absolutely incredible. The tournament will be a celebration of football, and it will showcase the best of American hospitality and culture. The American story is one of perseverance and growth, and the World Cup will be the perfect stage for success. Football has the power to unite, and America is ready to embrace the beautiful game with all its heart. The players are ready, and the fans are ready, and the stadiums are ready for the biggest tournament in history. The 2026 World Cup will be the most important moment in American football history and legacy. The sleeping giant of football has finally woken up, and the world will never be the same again. American football is here to stay, and the 2026 World Cup will prove that beyond any doubt. The future of football in America is incredibly bright, and the world is watching with anticipation and excitement. This is the story of how America became a football nation, and the best is yet to come for the beautiful game. The 2026 World Cup will be the greatest show on earth, and America is ready to host the world. We are witnessing the transformation of American football, and it is a beautiful thing to see unfold before us. The passion and pride of American football fans will be on full display during the World Cup tournament. The national team will give everything on the pitch, and they will make their country proud on the big stage. The United States is finally a real football nation, and the 2026 World Cup is the proof of that. This is the moment that American football fans have been waiting for, and it is finally here at last. The journey has been incredible, and the future looks even brighter for football in the United States of America. From youth soccer to the World Cup stage, the growth of American football has been nothing short of remarkable. The 2026 World Cup will be a celebration of football, and it will showcase American passion. We are proud to witness this transformation, and we are excited for the future of American football. The beautiful game has finally found a home in America, and it is here to stay forever and ever. Thank you for watching, and we hope you are as excited as we are for the World Cup in 2026. The American football story is one of hope and determination, and the best chapters are still to be written. We cannot wait to see the USMNT compete on home soil and make history in front of passionate fans. The future is bright, and the dream of becoming a football nation is now a reality for the United States. This has been the story of why the USA is finally becoming a real football nation for the World Cup,